Okay guys, so for today's video, I'm going to be talking about my 2023 purchases. I just want to go over some of the luxury items that I bought all of last year. And basically if I have any regret or if there's anything that I'm so happy that I bought, or some things that I just could have gone without. Okay. So I basically have my notebook right here and I wrote down all the things I bought last year as far as luxury. It's only honestly 7 items because last year I really didn't go that crazy. I think honestly just because I knew I was trying to buy a house and I had the wedding and the honeymoon and all that stuff, so I didn't really go as crazy as far as luxury items as I normally do. So yeah, basically the first one that I wanted to talk about on my list, which I actually don't have anymore, is the YSL card holder in white. It was I featured it in my SLG video, which I'll insert somewhere here on the screen. I don't even think I did an official unboxing for that. And it was really cute because it was white and had the snake skin, and then it was a zipper too, so you could put your money in it as well, and then it had the card holders on the other side. I don't know, I think that was more of an impulse buy just because I was in the white theme era where I wanted everything to be white for my wedding. Oh my god, I have a white purse, I have white shoes, I have all this stuff, and I'm I need a white wallet too, or card holder technically. But at the end of the day, I don't know, I think it was just something that I bought last minute and I really didn't need it to my collection, and I feel after the wedding events and stuff like that, I honestly was not using it at all. So that item I actually don't even have anymore. I actually ended up selling it on Poshmark, I think. That is definitely an item that I could have done without as far as 2023. The next thing that I have on my list, which I have still and honestly love so much, is my Dyson Airwrap. This is my ride or die. Whenever I do my hair, this is the only blow dryer I want to use now. It is so nice. I totally understand people who are just well, when you use the wand part of that barrel out of all the other barrels, it does an amazing job of the curls, but it just doesn't last as long as if you were to use regular heat or an iron or a straightener or just a regular curling iron. But I don't know, I still kind of like the effect that it gives afterwards because your hair still looks full. It's just not tight curls anymore. But I think it still looks pretty, and honestly, I don't know, I just love using it. And I love just using the regular barrel for blow drying your hair as well, the brush one. I just think it does a really good job of drying your hair without it feeling you're damaging your hair at the same time. So yeah, I don't know, this is an amazing piece, and honestly I'm really happy that I splurged and finally decided to get to the Dyson because I can't imagine not having this as my hair dryer anymore. So I don't think I would honestly ever go back to a regular hair dryer. And the only thing I am kind of scared about with this purchase though is that I think you get warranty for 2 or 3 years, and I have to admit this actually did break on me all of a sudden. Out of nowhere, it just stopped working. Every time I turned it on, it would just work for 2 seconds, and then it would just automatically stop and shut off. So I had to go to the Dyson maintenance area that they have. They usually have a bunch around your area that you can just go and drop it off and pick it up a different day and they'll fix it for you. So luckily I still have warranty on this, but I think after this year I no longer have warranty on it. So I'm just afraid that that's gonna happen again, and obviously this time I have to pay. I have no idea how much it would cost, but I have a feeling that it would probably be kind of pricey. So I guess that's the only thing where I'm a little worried with this purchase, is that how long does Dyson stuff actually last, because I'm a little skeptical after that happened. Because before that, it never did that to me at all. It was working perfectly fine, but I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, still an amazing purchase to me, at least, besides that little hiccup. So the next thing from last year that I got was the Loewe tank top. And I remember saying this to you guys, that I'm not usually one to buy luxury clothes. Usually I'm let me just go to Target, or I don't know, I'll shop at Abercrombie and stuff like that when they have sales. And I'm not going to big brand luxury places. I'm not gonna go to Chanel and try to get a shirt or a sweater, because it's just a clothing piece. But for some reason for this tank top, I kind of mentioned that it was just like the Gucci t-shirt, or it was just like everyone was having it. You saw it everywhere. I don't know. It was just like I was getting FOMO and I kind of felt like I just wanted to splurge and get it. And I said to myself, if I do get this tank top, I legitimately have to incorporate this in almost every outfit when I do want to have a tank top. And I have to say, I've been doing a good job of that. Like literally, I have worn this a lot. You probably can't really tell because it's a little dirty, but honestly I've been doing a good job of like wearing it with like a lot of my outfits when I do want to have that tank top look. So I'm not that upset. I mean, the only thing that I can see happening though is that soon this is going to be out and I'm just going to feel weird wearing this around still, just like the Gucci t-shirt. But for now, it was a pretty good purchase to me. Next thing that I purchased from last year was my Manolo flats. And honestly, I got this only because I was getting married last year and I wanted some type of like princessy Cinderella type of shoes for my wedding day since I couldn't wear heels. And I just thought these were perfect as far as flats. And I also kind of said that it like works out in the best of both worlds because I could also use this after my wedding, and I actually have been wearing this after my wedding. I actually wore this at another wedding that I went to, one of my friends' weddings, and I wore this with that dress, and like honestly I've been wearing this to like work sometimes, and I haven't worn it yet with jeans, but I still feel like during the summertime I'll definitely wear this with like jeans. I'll think it'll look cute and just dress up the outfit a little bit more. So overall, these were good purchases and I'm not discouraged or disappointed in myself with spending so much money on these just because of the purpose of my wedding, and like I am still getting good use out of it after my wedding. The only thing that I will admit is that they're not that comfy. I mean, they do get dirty pretty easily and worn out at the bottom. Like this is pretty crazy. But for the most part, I mean, they are flats. I feel like flats are never usually that comfortable, but I feel like I'm still trying to stretch these out because I've heard that like for Manolos that they are pretty painful at first, and I remember that's why I wanted to wear it out before my wedding day so my feet weren't in pain. And honestly, they weren't. Like I was fine, but I don't know. I feel like after a certain amount of hours, it's like it starts to get a little painful like up here at the top with my toes. But other than that, I mean, like it's fine, like it's bearable, and I don't regret buying them. The next thing on my list that I got from last year was my Cartier Love Ring in the white gold. And this is probably the best purchase that I've had from last year because I kid you not, guys, like I wear this every single day. Like anytime I go out, I'm always incorporating this as my everyday jewelry piece just because it was an amazing stack. Like I feel like I can't even imagine wearing my wedding band Cartier ring without my white gold love band now, just because like it's just a staple piece now in my stacking collection for rings, and like something that I wear every day and have as an everyday piece. So honestly, I just want to say that's like my best purchase from last year. Technically it wasn't really from last year because I got it like literally the second to last week of December, but I mean it basically was last year. And that's something that I like about jewelry now too, now that I'm dipping my toes more into jewelry versus bags, is that I definitely get my use out of it. Like they're just staple pieces that will hold their value, and you wear it every single day, so it's not like a purse where like you'll get sick of it after a while or it won't be in trending anymore. I don't know. I just feel like it's definitely like a good purchase or piece to splurge on if you were to dip your toes into any type of like luxury accessory. I always think jewelry is the best way to go. Next on my list is the Goyard tote bag. And honestly, this I kind of got towards the end of last year, but I have still been using this a lot, and I know it's still super trendy, but I'm like pretty shocked at myself because usually after a couple months, I feel like my point and where I get sick of my bags is like after 6 months or like at least like a year. So I guess it hasn't been a year yet for this bag, but honestly, I've worn this bag a lot, and it's just a great tote bag to just throw your stuff in and just go on the go for like supermarkets and stuff like that. So I still really love this bag and I'm still obsessed with this bag, and even with the color, I know I was always nervous about it, but if you guys watched like the official unboxing for it, I did get the fake version at the time and was kind of testing it out to see if it was worth me getting this bag, and it definitely was, because like I said, this is now a main purse I feel like I use and gravitate towards when it comes to picking out something in the morning when I want to go on a, like, do some errands or run out really quickly. Like, I always see myself getting this bag now. The second to last thing that I got last year were my Chanel sneakers. I absolutely love these sneakers, and I think they are just beautiful, and I love wearing them with like jeans or just like kind of dressing up and wearing them with like leggings. But I do have to admit, if you guys kind of like can already tell, like it still looks like it's in perfect condition, and that's only because I don't really wear these as much. And I think it's just because I want them to stay as white as possible and not look worn out. So I mean, still think it's a great purchase because I honestly never want to sell these. Like, I always just want to have these in my like luxury shoe collection. But it is just annoying because I feel like, especially where I live, it's like snowing and it rains a lot, and like it really has to be like a perfect day of me to choose to wear these shoes just so I don't get them dirty and keep them nice looking and almost like newish looking. So I guess that's kind of annoying that I'm like that with these shoes, but still don't regret buying them. And I guess also I just want to say, in general, I feel like when it comes to luxury shoes, I've never had like a pair of shoes that I've paid so much money on that is just like super comfy to wear. And I feel like I could get like shoes that only cost like $100, $200, and they're comfier than like these thousands of dollars worth of shoes that I've bought from like luxury brands, where it's like after 4 or 5 hours, like my foot is just in so much pain and I kind of just want to take them off. So I mean, that's definitely not a good sign, and I think that's why I'm like starting to fade away of like ever buying luxury shoes, honestly, just because like I haven't found any that are really that comfy to me, and I don't feel like it's worth it. And there's so many dupes out there of like good brands like Steve Madden or Aldo or DSW that you can just go and get good quality shoes and not have to pay like $1,000, $2,000 for just to get the logo, and they don't even like feel that comfy. So to me, honestly, these are probably the last pair, or like my wedding shoes are probably like the last pair of shoes that I'll probably ever really be buying as far as like luxury shoes, just because like I don't think it's worth it to me anymore. And the very last item that I have on my list, which I don't have anymore either, I ended up getting the YSL shoulder bag. That was probably the biggest waste of money. I didn't even do like an official unboxing for that on my channel, but I don't know. It was like a bag that I literally had for like 4 months. Thankfully, I got that bag pre-loved, but it was like, don't get me wrong, it was beautiful. It's like such a nice bag to have, but I don't know, I feel like it wasn't a bag that I needed to have in my collection. Like at the time, I feel like I kept seeing everyone with it, and it was summertime, and I was like, oh my god, it would match with so many things, and especially I have like the belts, and I was like, oh my god, this is perfect, it matches so perfectly. And I mean, part of me kind of does miss it like a little bit, but I don't know, I feel like I just didn't need that bag in my collection, because I feel like there's only so many shoulder bags, black shoulder bags, that you can have. I'm gonna try to insert a clip of anything that I have. I feel like I have a TikTok where I'm actually like showing that video, since I never did a full unboxing of it or a review or anything. But yeah, I literally had that bag for a handful, like literally for like a half a second. And I feel like I was really happy when I got it, and it came in great condition, like I said, since it was pre-loved, but I feel like I instantly regretted it after like 2 months, because I'm like, I have like so many shoulder black bags, like why do I need this one too? Just for the sake, because I was like craving it at the time and like I see it everywhere. But again, like I said, it's like an amazing bag, and like if you don't have shoulder bags like that and want like a nice black shoulder bag to go along with everything, I think it's perfect for that. But it just wasn't something that I needed in my collection. So that's the only reason why I feel like I regretted it and ended up selling it. So that's pretty much everything from my 2023 luxury purchases from last year. Hopefully you guys found this video interesting. Definitely leave a comment down below if you have any of the questions that like luxury goods that I talked about. And make sure you guys follow me on my other social medias, which I'll insert right here on the screen. Love you guys so much, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.